I transferred over from Georgia Perimeter College because I slacked off a little bit, had a little bit too much fun in high school. But they had a good kind of media department. I was impressed with like their music program, and so I was like, I want to go here. It's kind of media oriented. I just kind of got a little bit burnout. I was taking like 5 classes a semester back in my kind of early 20s, and then I said I was going to take like a semester off, and the semester turned into almost a decade, so here we are. Kind of like a side project, but I'm trying to actively scale it up into something bigger. But I've done like some like merchandising for like bands, like some hats for bands. I've done some merch for like restaurants, and like I want to kind of get more into designing for a business. So like I think, creating a patch for a specific bar, and then kind of getting the merchandising for that company or whatever. Probably have like 7 or 8 years under my belt bartending. My most recent job has kind of been more like craft cocktail bartending, so kind of like actually coming up with the cocktails and marrying spirits and bitters and amaros and juice and stuff, and making a real tasty drink. Things have been like some of like the celebrities I've waited on, not because they were crazy or had like high expectations, but just kind of like going up to a table and it's like Jack White from the White Stripes, or like 2 Chainz, John Oates from Hall & Oates, and it's just kind of like, oh my god, like that's him. Like, don't be weird. And that's, if you get in this industry, if you get too excited that you're about to wait on a guest, like your manager will be like, okay, so Ian's not going to take Jack White because he's being weird. He came in for Father's Day when I was working over at the Porsche Center, and he was just a dad, It was just like any dad, like going out to lunch with their kids, It was like the kids were kind of like horsing around like as kids do, and he was like, hey, like act like you're at a restaurant. And I was just like, that's so funny that 2 Chainz is just, over here being a good dad. I love it. It's not funny that he's a good dad, but it's just kind of bizarre to see like people being people sometimes when you're used to seeing them in these kind of larger than life settings.